Plaintiff Rodney Spencer is suing his former roommate for half the cost of a dog. Rodney says the defendant was always jealous of their Chihuahua, Taco, but he never thought the defendant would feed Taco alcohol, causing the pet's death. Defendant Mark Redding says Rodney treated Taco like a princess. Mark, a.k.a. Rich, admits he had a party while Rodney was out of town, but he denies having anything to do with the dog drinking gin and tonics.
All right, the plaintiff is suing his former friend for half the cost of a dog, pet expenses, and vet bills. All right, Rodney, state your case.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Judge Pirro is Judge, Your Honor, Your Majesty, which everyone.
Queen Janine. Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, about 2 years ago, I met Richie here at a party through mutual friends. He was in, an abusive relationship, and he needed a place to stay. He emailed me back and forth. I said, sure, you know, I live in Manhattan. I have a 2-bedroom. Of course, you can have the other room. Richie's a pretty good roommate. Not too bad, you know. Everybody has their little quirks, like he likes to cook in the middle of the night naked. I don't know what that's about. I'll come in, honestly.
It's New York. You never know
who's staying with you.
Is that true?
He likes to, you know, warm up stuff in the microwave. But overall, a good roommate, you know, pretty neat. We decided to get a puppy, you know, a little puppy between us. We decided to get a dog. He's a big dog lover. I looked through a couple breeders. I found a breeder on Craigslist. And so I purchased a black and white Chihuahua. I'm black, he's white, dog's perfect. My eyes, his ears, so basically we get the dog, we get it on Cinco de Mayo, so we named the dog Taco. We named him Taco.
Taco?
Yeah, I have pictures of Taco.
All right, let's see Taco. Your eyes, his ears, I love it.
Yeah, my eyes, his ears. Here you go, Judge.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful,
one
stunning,
of a kind.
Black and white.
You see, right, you see his ears, right? You see it, right?
I see it. Your eyes, his ears. What is this? Is he hanging there? What
no, that's the day I purchased it from the breeder. That's the carrier that.
Oh, that's the carrier. He's on top of the car in the carrier.
The carrier's on top of the car, yeah.
How
so when I purchased her.
Adorable.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. So we get Taco, you know, things are going well. I get her, Taco's like my favorite. I've never had a puppy before, so it's like my first time ever having a puppy. So I'm very excited. I got her matching Burberry carriers. I have my carrier. She has her carrier. We would go in the airport. Yeah. So
wherever she went, she was a taco of the town?
Yes, yeah. The taco of the town. So
you both had Burberry carriers?
Oh, Burberry carriers. We have, you know, it's New York. You can buy pretty much anything you want. You can get it for your puppy. Yes, you can.
How much does something like that cost?
The bag is $1,500. Her carrier was $749, I believe.
Wow.
But that's my personal carrier, so, you know, I'm not trying to get Richard to pay for my carrier. No, not at all.
Okay, so you're not suing him for the carrier?
No, I'm just suing him for
How much was the dog, by the way?
$1,200.
Stay tuned. There's more Judge Pirro after this. Plaintiff Rodney Spencer is suing his former roommate, who he believes killed his beloved Chihuahua, Taco, by feeding her alcoholic drinks.
All right, Mark, what do you have to say for yourself?
I go by Rich, first of all. But I have to start. Life was not great once this puppy hit town. First of all, it wasn't a puppy. It was like 11 months old. To me, that's a used dog.
That's a used dog?
Yeah, it had bad habits. All right, but the thing I have to make perfectly clear, we moved in as roommates. He gets the dog, and he starts turning into, like, the chubby Paris Hilton. He starts acting real gay once he gets the dog. Look, this is new. The lisp and all this is new.
But did you guys agree to get a dog?
Well, for the first month, I mean,
yes,
it was
I have
fine
emails saying that we agreed to get a dog, to pick out the dog. I have
all right, go ahead, Rich, also known as Mark. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, we had talked about getting a dog, and 2 days later, he shows up with a dog.
I saw the sweetest little puppy on Craigslist. Let's get one. They range from $1,000 to $1,200. Me wanty. Okay, so you two were talking about it, so then he comes home with one.
Right. I mean, we were talking about getting like a Jack Russell or a Bulldog.
Where does it say that here?
When we had actually spoken about it, that's what we had said.
Okay.
And
so the disagreement here is that you didn't want Taco.
Right.
He's jealous. He's jealous.
He was jealous?
Your Honor, he's very jealous of Taco.
Well, I'd be jealous, too, the way you take care of
Taco got all the attention. You know, I spent a lot on Taco. I mean, we agreed to go half on everything. I mean, pet bills, pet expenses.
So he comes home with Taco. What do you say?
I said I didn't want a Chihuahua.
Well, he can't take the dog back.
Right, apparently not. But, you know, and right away, it just became his dog immediately. And he starts pampering this thing like crazy. The Burberry Terrier, Burberry, the dog has legs. The dog dog never touched the ground, right? And two grown men carrying around a dog in a plaid purse isn't
Where's he go to the bathroom?
I'm pretty sure he trained it to go in my room.
That's where he wanted it to go, Your Honor, trust me.
You only went to the bathroom in your room?
I always shut my door before I left the house. I would come home.
Does he poop in your room?
I would come home and there'd be a puddle in the room and ask him what happened and be like, oh, she must have had an accident.
So what's the deal? He wants to sue you for half the dog, for buying the dog?
Well, basically what happened is we have dog sitting bills. I have all the expenses right here. Basically what happened is I go away for the weekend. He throws this huge, humongous party. And somehow at the party, Taco got sick. I don't know what they gave Taco. A couple of neighbors said they had him drinking. She got sick, and when I came back, she was very unresponsive. And maybe like 3 or 4 days later, she passed away. I took her to the vet, and the vet couldn't do anything for her. And basically, when I got her back from the vet, they said there's nothing she could do. She's not going to make it. And she died in my arms on the 15th of September.
I'm so sorry. But what happened?
He still won't explain it to me. After that, I kicked him out of my apartment.
What happened? He leaves, the dog is fine.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge party that, I mean, it's awful. I feel really bad about what happened. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, I've had people over and we're sitting around and hear like a lapping sound and realize that the dog had been drinking out of cups that were on the ground.
Okay. And what was Taco drinking?
I think it was gin and tonics. And as soon as we saw what was happening, we stopped it, put it in a different room, and gave it water and stuff.
And when did you come home?
I came home the day after the party. Also, this is her death certificate and her cremation.
Judge Pirro renders her verdict right after this. Defendant Mark Redding, a.k.a. Rich, is being sued by his former roommate, who accuses him of killing their Chihuahua by feeding her alcoholic drinks while the plaintiff was out of town.
All right, what do you want to say, Rich? Anything? He is suing you for the cost of the dog, for supplies, clothing and accessories, a dog walker, cremation, $1,100?
Yeah, exactly. $1,100. $1,100 to bury a dog. Take it to the park.
To the park? Are you serious?
The Hudson River.
Okay. Why shouldn't you pay him for half the dog and some of the expenses?
We talked about the dog, about getting it. I can see that. But he was spoiling this thing. I came into the house one time. He's wearing a tuxedo. Taco has on a prom dress. Like, I mean, I'm supposed to pay for a dog prom dress? Reasonable expenses I can see. But, I mean, the dog ate better than I did. The thing, it's having gourmet meals. Like, I mean, but he wasn't really asking me to pay for it until after it died.
Well, he thinks you killed it.
He's responsible.
Right. Well, I mean, and I had to move out right away because,
you were afraid of him?
Well, no, he'd be sitting there crying and then calling me murderer every time he saw me. It's not the most comfortable climate, so I had to get out of there.
Yeah, and I have the rest of his stuff too. I have the rest of your stuff is right here. You can have the rest of it. This is the rest of his stuff because he claimed I had his stuff. Here's your makeup. Here is your do-rag. Here is your lotion.
Oh my God.
And the rest of your condoms. There you go.
Oh my God.
They're Magnums. What? I've been taking.
Does he get a credit for that from the order?
He said I had his stuff, and that's all he left. The do-rag, condoms, and makeup.
He had been holding on to like a few grand worth of my stuff, and yesterday gave it to Fred, the neighbor.
He has all this stuff.
I was, but I dropped the countersuit because yesterday he gave it to our neighbor, or his neighbor.
All right, can you two ever be friends again?
No.
Not with Jose Cuervo over here.
Okay. I really think both of you are nice guys. At the end of the day, you end up walking away from each other, not being friends, because you didn't communicate. Okay, the verdict is as follows. You're going to get $600 for half of the dog. You're going to get $600 for the dog walker. And you're also going to get $281 for the vet bills. I'm not going to give you for the cremation because he didn't agree to the cremation. Now, I am also going to give you $583 for supplies, but nothing for clothing and accessories. Supported. Thank you.
Yeah.
You were absolutely ridiculous in there and told half-truths at best.
You lost, so bye-bye.